Good morning, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, which is exciting because that means tomorrow is Friday. This week has actually gone by really fast. I feel like it's just like all been a blur and I have not sat down. I don't feel like this entire week. And then every morning, because I've still been waking up at 5, or like between 5 and 5:10, but usually because I have an alarm that goes off at 5, and then I have an alarm that goes off at 5:11, I think, or something like that, because I usually click snooze on the first one, so then it goes off at like 5:09, and then the next one goes off at 5:11, and then so I've been waking up right about 5:10, because as soon as the alarms start going off, Jagger can't hear, so like he could care less, and even if he could hear, like when he didn't care about my alarms. He just still would just sleep, whereas the puppy's like, cool, it's wake up time, let's go, let's do this. So he starts crying, which is fine actually, because then it makes me get up, because I don't want him to sit there and just cry, because it'll wake Skylar up. So yeah, we've been waking up, but in the mornings, like, they both just have so much energy and they're both just in my face, and I just try and drink my coffee, but I spend that time playing with them so that I can put him back in his kennel, because he'll fall asleep while I'm getting ready, and then when like as soon as I'm done getting ready, I just stick him back in his kennel because he's all tired. But yeah, they're just like in my face, and they love to just be all up in me. I got one, like the puppy just sits on my lap because I'll just sit on the floor and drink my coffee and like play with them. And I've got like the puppy sitting in my lap, and then I've got Jagger just like in my face like this. I'm like, dude, you guys, let me drink my coffee, let me like play on my phone while I play with you guys. But anyway, so I woke up in a much better mood today. Yesterday was just, I think it was like 2 days of just too much going on. Like, both days I didn't get home till like 7:30, and it just, I don't know, I'm not that kind of person. Like, I have to have my relax time, or else I get grumpy, and then it doesn't help that I'm like doing a eating challenge right now, so like that's kind of throwing me off. So I woke up in a better mood. I am determined to make today a better day. I do have my observation today, which I guess it's been kind of good that I've been so busy, because I have not like thought about it, I have not stressed about it, and also I've been like kind of stressed this week just in terms of like house stuff, and there's just like a lot going on, like a lot of school stuff that I need to get done, and somehow my face has not broken out. Like, it is like completely clear, which I probably just jinxed myself, but it has been completely clear, and I'm a big, like, that is the reason I break out, is from stress. Like, as soon as I have a stress day, I know the next day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna like have a breakout. But every time I've done Whole30 before, it hasn't really affected my skin, and I'm thinking maybe that could be why. Maybe this time it like is affecting my skin a little bit better, just because I haven't been eating like sugar and stuff like that, so that could be why. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get to school. I got a lot to get done this morning. I sent my lesson plans in yesterday, which I don't know if I said. I talked to my principal yesterday, who's coming to observe me, my assistant principal, and I told him, like, I was like, it's kind of a weird time because you're seeing like the end of one thing that I'm doing and like the beginning of another. So when I was trying to write my lesson plans, it was really weird. And so he was basically like, oh, well, just do like your win time, like that's what I want to see. And I was like, oh, okay, that works out perfect. And it's so good because like those kids are so good when they come to me. One, because like they don't really know me, I'm not their teacher, and so they come in and they're like really good. It's also a small group. It's only, I think, like 20 kids, which is pretty small. Like, that's a good sized group of kids. And then yeah, they're just like really on top of it. So I asked him, and he said yes, I could just do that group. So he'll come in and just see my win time, but that's it's such a short time, and it's like super quick and like fast. And we don't do like new information or anything, so it's a lot of just practicing. So my lesson plans were super easy to write. Like, it was literally like this much actual lesson planning, because all I'm gonna have them do is we're gonna reread the story we've been focusing on this week. We wrote a summary together yesterday using the somebody wanted but so then strategy. And then today, they're going to do a flow map using like first, next, then last, and they're going to do it with a partner, and that's like pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, we only have a half an hour. I mean, there's not much I can fit in, and even that I think is like kind of stretching it, which is why I'm having them do it with a partner. One, because we're really big on collaboration, and then two, because I feel like they could probably get it done maybe with a partner. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I will update you guys after school. I probably won't catch up with you guys this morning because I will make sure to show you my outfit after school because I have no intentions of going anywhere after school. I do plan on like leaving early, but I'm not going to be going anywhere. There is a house I want to drive by, but it's like right down the street basically from where we live. So after the gym, I'll just like drive by it and then it's not a big deal. It's not like the other houses that I was looking at that are a pretty good distance from where we live, and it's like the opposite direction from my school from like where we live, so it's like backtracking like a lot. So anyway, today's gonna be a much better day. It's gonna be a good day. Whole30 day 12. I am past day 10 and 11 where I just wanted to die, and all is good in the world this morning. It's gonna be a good day. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Hello, it is almost 4 o'clock. It's 3:50. I just walked back into my room. I let all my kids out, and then I went up to the office to make some copies of things that we need for tomorrow. So I did that, got all that done. I'm going to be very productive this afternoon because I want to get a lot done. And then maybe I don't have to stay that late tomorrow. I don't plan on staying late today though, so maybe I'm shooting for like 1 hour. Like not even 5, maybe like 4:45. Today was actually a really good day. I went into it with a much better attitude, and I feel like I wasn't being so grumpy with my kids, and in response they were much better. I had my observation and it went really, really well. I mean, it kind of scares me like a little bit, only because I like with these groups that we're doing, there's no like I mean, there is an expectation, but like I don't really know what they're expecting us to be doing. Like we just started doing these groups like 2 weeks ago, and every group is like doing something different. I have my goal that we're working on, and that's what I was working toward, but I didn't know if that's like, I don't know if that's what they want to see. I don't know, but he did say like good job on the way out. And he seemed to like it, so I think it was good. And like I said this morning, it's such a small little group, and they're such a good group of kids that, I mean, it was great. So we ended up, I had a copy of it. We basically did like a flow map, and they did it with a partner of the story that we've been working on all week. So yesterday we wrote a summary together, and then today they tried to do a summary on their own, because that's our goal, is just to write a summary and like work on our retelling. So yeah, we did that. So yeah, I feel like that went really well, which is really exciting because we do 2 formal observations a year, and that means that's my second one and I'm done. They'll do like drop-ins, like informal observations, but formal, that's it. So I'll have my meeting like next week sometime, and we'll go over how it went. I do need to like answer the questions though that we have to do after the lesson. So other than that, I'm getting everything ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be back to doing research, which I feel like we haven't done research in a really long time. So we'll do that. Today, actually it was pretty fun. Let me show you what I made. So I was kind of inspired after I went to the blended learning training the other day. So I made this little, and they had like a thing where they did something like this, so it inspired me. I made a slideshow, and so yesterday we worked on slideshows and like how to use them and how to turn stuff on Google Classroom, because we haven't done that much this year with Google Classroom. And so, come on. I put a quick video in there, and so they watched the video, and then, because we were working on antonyms, and so then they had to take the word and then drag it over. I cannot do this like looking in the screen, but they basically dragged the word over to match which one the antonym was, and then in here they had to click the box and then type in there what an antonym would be for that word, and then they got a little good job. And then they had to go complete a scoot around the room, and then during this time I just pulled students who had done pretty poorly on the test, the pre-test for antonyms. I pulled them and I did that all with them, and then we took the pre-test. The post-test. I need to grade it, which is something I need to do tonight because we talk about it during our PLCs on Friday. So I need to do that tonight, but I'm curious to see how they did. I'm hoping they did okay. Antonyms was definitely harder than synonyms. I had a few students who just like couldn't grasp their mind around like what the opposite was. I don't know, it was weird. They just like they didn't understand even like what the word opposite meant. Like when I said opposite, they were like, huh? So I don't know. Other than that, I don't think anything else. Also, I realized how many times I say other than that, so I need to really stop saying that because it's really, really annoying. So, the room, we're getting better at packing up quickly, but it's still, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Let me show you quickly my outfit, and then I'm gonna get to work because I'll want to change and stuff before I go. So let me take this off. So I have on this gray, just like plain, kind of loose fitting sweater, v-neck, and then I have, actually I didn't wear my hair the same no, I did show you guys my outfit. I was gonna say I didn't have my hair the same yesterday. I've got blue pants on, like navy blue pants, and then I wore my white Converse that have like red and blue stitching stuff on it. So I'm gonna get to work and I'll catch up with you guys later. It is 6:20, so I'm about an hour earlier than I have been lately. I'm not gonna set that down. I'm going to make dinner. I'm gonna have tilapia and then a veggie with it. I haven't decided which veggie. Probably like green beans or something because green beans are easy. So I'm gonna do that. And I've been telling my kids all week that I was going to switch the way we do our class dojo. Like halfway through the year, I like to switch over to where they can like use their points towards something. So they'll buy like for 20 points they get something versus like 5 points to get something different. So then they can like kind of spend them like money, but at the beginning of the year it's just like too much. So I've been telling my kids, actually ever since we got back from Christmas break, that I was gonna do that, and I will like make the sheets so that they could see what they could buy, because I saw the one, I have the ones from last year, but a lot of the stuff like doesn't really apply anymore. Like for example, I had like flexible seating all day, but like this year we do flexible seating all day, so that doesn't like matter. And the kids this year, like I just feel like the rewards need to be different than the ones last year, so I need to do that tonight because my kids keep asking me. So, and a lot of them are getting past 20 points and they're like, what can we buy? So I need to do that. Everything I think is ready for tomorrow, for like Friday during the day, like at school. I think I have everything done and ready, so that will be easy. That was weird. Yeah, so I'm going to make dinner, take a shower, do all that, and I'll show you guys what I make for dinner. Okay, so all showered, and I just am finishing up dinner, so I was going to show you before I make my plate while the fish is, the dog just chases its tail. Oh, he stopped all the time. Anyway, so I decided to make some potatoes because I really just wanted like something carby. So I just cut up some russet potatoes into like small pieces so that they would cook quick. And yeah, I just put olive oil, and then this has been like my absolute favorite thing to put on anything lately. It tastes so good on potatoes, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's nothing in it that I was even wondering whether or not. There we go. You got it. Whether or not it was Whole30, so this is pretty good. I love seasonings that just have like a bunch of different stuff in it, and then you can just kind of throw it on like chicken or anything. I mean, it says it's for steak, but I like it on a lot of stuff. So I actually bought this for the crackers that I made around Christmas time, and then I've just been using it up. So anyway, that's what's on that, just that and then olive oil. And then I made green beans. I buy the frozen, I think they're called extra fine green beans from Aldi, and they're like the thin ones, and then I just throw them on here obviously with a little bit of olive oil and then some like salt and pepper, and then whatever I'm kind of like just feeling that day, sometimes garlic, and I just bake them in the oven. They turn out really, really good. And then I've got fish cooking in here, just tilapia, same way I always cook it. So I'm just gonna let that finish up and then make my plate, and then sits down. The one thing I really want in a new house is a kitchen that does not just have the worst lighting on the planet. Like, you stand this way and it's just like, ooh. But you stand that way and it's just too dark. And I really, really want white cabinets. The house we saw yesterday, which we're not going to buy, but I want that kitchen. And if like we buy a house and like have to put in a kitchen, I really, really want to do a white kitchen with like white, close to white countertops. And the one yesterday was so pretty, and all I could think about was like how pretty it would look in videos. So that's a problem. That's all I think about. So I'm going to take my, I look awful right now, oh my gosh. Although I did get, like, today's day 12, and actually, let me go check. Oh, JK. Okay, so I always like look at this little Whole30 calendar, and they say it's like kind of similar to what you might be feeling on like each day. And yesterday was day 11, and the day before was obviously day 10, and those they say are the hardest days. And like you guys saw my video yesterday, that was a freaking hard day. I thought today was the day that like you started to feel really good, but it says I dream of junk food, which I kind of was, because I make potatoes because I just wanted something carby. But no, I got like that, and that's just something that I like always tell people about when I talk about doing Whole30. Like once you kind of get into it and do it, and your body starts getting used to it, so usually like right around this time, I feel like halfway point almost, you start to feel really, really good, obviously, but you start getting so much energy. And I just came home, like I got home, like I said, at 6:30, and I like cleaned the whole house. Like not everything, but like I vacuumed and I cleaned the kitchen, and I just did like a bunch of little things. I started some laundry, which you can probably hear. So I got some Whole30 energy, and I'm like not tired at all right now. And it's, oh my god, it's almost 8 o'clock and I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Whew. Okay, so I'm gonna finish dinner. I'm going to take my Whole30 energy and hopefully get some stuff done, maybe, I don't know. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're happy for me for not getting home at 7:30 today, also give it a thumbs up, because God bless, that was much better. The last 2 days have been rough, very, very rough, but we're over it. Observation went well. It actually went like, it went so well. It just, there was no complaints. The only thing I could think that he could honestly complain of, like not complain, but like say anything about, was just like maybe like the type of activity could have been a little bit different. I don't know. So yeah, I think it went really well, and thank you for everyone who like gave me encouragement on that. And so many people were commenting and saying like they've been having really bad days, or just like stick with it. And so thank you guys, that was awesome. It's awesome to hear from you guys and like have that support and know that, I don't know, it just like makes me feel good. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, and hasta mañana.